celebrating the world's most popular sport. This is Ultimate Soccer, and now your host, here's Soccer Steve.
Welcome in, guys, to another edition of the UltimateSoccerShow.com. Hey, CONCACAF qualifying, I'm finding it very enjoyable. I'm loving this more than ever. I hope you are too, but it's so much more fun. Now, today, it's all about the next two games. It's a preview, an 8-team, 8-game analysis of what's coming next. But before we go there, big thank you to all the subscribers, and big thank you for the people who make the comments and to the likes. Just a touch, for the algorithm's sakes, please subscribe or push this to as many people that you know are Canadian soccer fans, and subscribe this to them as much as you can. Really, I really hope that you would. I'm asking you, please, and I'm asking you nicely, pass this to as many Canadian soccer fans that you know, especially not kids. I mean, pass it to kids for sure, but I'm talking about the elder soccer people, the ones that don't normally go online because they don't find anything that's in their realm. I fit into all age groups. I've taught young kids, I've taught the older people, I've taught everybody in the game. So age is not a problem. Soccer is the theme. It's a social event, so we're all together. So pass it on. Anyway, it's an 8-game, 8-team analysis of what's coming next in qualifying. But again, big thanks to the subscribers. Big thanks to those who like and subscribe, and please like as much as you can and subscribe as much as you can and just pass it. End of the promotion. Now we're going to the 8 games. Now, first game up, Honduras Panama. Honduras is literally on lifeline. If they don't get points out of this, I think it's done and dusted. I really can't think that the first 7 games is going to give them a chance to come back as #1 team in the last 7. They really have to reach deep, deeper than they have in 6 games so far, to get into the next phase of qualifying, i.e. to the World Cup. I don't think it's happening, but another loss here would be absolutely incredibly bad for them. And I'm amazed that they've kept faith with the coach. I like that they do. I really do think that's a classy move from Honduras, that they've kept faith with the coach. It's not the time to change your coach anyway, mid-through qualifying, and you won't achieve anything. So even if things are good for you, or even if things are bad, you really can't change your coach right now at game 7 because you're right in the middle of things. And who's going to come in and save the ship with 7 to go? It's impossible. It's impossible. So Honduras need a win. I think Panama's the team to take something here. Let's see. El Salvador taking on Jamaica. Jamaica coming out of the basement. Maybe there's a bit of a resurge here. Maybe they can start climbing the table. But they're going to have to start getting players to come in from Europe to do that. And I don't think they're coming in fast enough. Jamaica on the road, El Salvador. El Salvador, you never know normally what you're going to get. Forrest Gump style. So it's interesting. It's interesting. I think the Jamaica need a win there. A draw won't do it. And El Salvador, if they draw again, it won't help them either. It's got draw written all over it. But if someone can spring a win and are desperate, it might be Jamaica. But look for El Salvador to grab something. Canada, Costa Rica. That's our big game coming up. Costa Rica's coming in. Don't write them off. Costa Rica can be dangerous. The one thing that can help Canada in this game is the cold weather in Edmonton at Commonwealth Stadium. You see that bowl, it's a concrete bowl, and the field is subsurface. So all the cold air drops into that bowl like a cauldron. And it gets really cold down at field side. I've been there many times, but it gets really cold. You can be in the seats and you're warmer than on the field. It's literally like a shelf. When you build an ice cave and you put a little shelf next to the cave so all the cold air drops in and you stay warm and you don't freeze, it's the same thing. So Edmonton's freezing, 60,000 seats, concrete building. That can be very cold. Can be very imposing for the Central Americans of Costa Rica and especially Mexico too. So that's one thing we can use in that game. Will it help us? We'll have to see. The crowd in Edmonton needs to be as big as it can be. We need to get people in that building and crowd it. It might be a heavy Hispanic contingency that comes in and supports Costa Rica and Mexico. Expect it. Expect it. But Canadians, get up off your feet, grab tickets, take a mate, go to the game, scream your lungs off for Canada, support the country, because your country needs you. Your country needs you now to get into that game. And the second game against Mexico. And you're going to have a blast. You'll have a blast. So the game itself, I think we're good enough for a 2-0 victory. I think that Costa Rica's a tidy team, but we have enough ammunition now, enough experience, and enough poise in the game and concentration and focus and togetherness, and this brotherhood is amazing. Well, we've got enough of it now to make it last. So I'm saying 2-0, is what we're looking at. Costa Rica might grab a goal, but we've been scored on before. And apparently, we do okay once we're scored on. It's better to score first. And maybe you get a second, and then you can really hold the game. On the night, I'm thinking Costa Rica is going to be tough. The weather, I want to be horrible, snowy, nasty, blowing, cold, freezing. And maybe we get 3 points out of that game. I'm looking for 3. A loss would be disastrous in a way. A tie would feel like a loss. This is a game we've got to take 3 points. We've got to make home games solid and grab the 3 points. Canada gets the win. Next one, USA-Mexico. USA-Mexico. This is good for us. This is good for everybody, because when these two teams play, pieces of the pie fall away. Now, if someone loses this game, let's say the USA lose, and yes, let's say Canada wins. Canada will catch right up on the US and be challenging to take that second spot, right? That's what happens when Mexico plays the US. We can chance ourselves at catching one of the two. If they draw, that's not so bad either, as long as we win. But if we all draw together, it's like, doesn't need explaining. So this is the time where we can actually capitalise when the two big two are taking on each other. And I hope we do. What I want to see actually is a win for Mexico. Let them start pushing out as a number one. Let Mexico be numero uno. Let them push away. Keep America close to us, and we'll be fighting them for second spot. That's the scenario I can see playing down. That's what I'd like to see play down. However, on this game, America's got the upper hand on Mexico recently. You kind of think that might well continue. But Mexico's got to stop that flow eventually. No better time now for Mexico to either get a tie or a win in the US. Could go either way. USA's the favourite. Now, November 16th, you got Jamaica taking on the USA. Jamaica, again, are going to be desperate for points. Should America have lost against Mexico, they're going to go to Kingston looking for points desperately. This could be a battle in Kingston, pretty much like what Canada had, and it could end 0-0. I'm thinking Jamaica would have to be absolutely fighting desperate to win this game. It's whether they've got enough in the tank and enough in the squad to get it done. I'm not thrilled with the coach. I'm not thrilled with the results. And I'm not thrilled with Jamaica right now. They should be better than they are. However, this is CONCACAF. 3 games, things can change. They just got 3 points. If they get another 3 points, things can change real quick. That's 2 games they've played. Another game after that. The next phase of qualifying, Jamaica could be right back in this. That's one of the things about CONCACAF. Things can change really fast. Jamaica USA, I'm looking for the USA to have that game, draw at least, or the win. Costa Rica taking on Honduras. Costa Rica fighting for that 4th spot. Honduras fighting for survival. A win here for Costa Rica after a loss in Edmonton is what I see on the cards. Costa Rica should be good enough to take this one. And Honduras, really, the only disappointing thing with Honduras is not the defence play, not the midfield play, not the ball possession, but it's the lack of ability in front of goal that really shocks me with the Hondurans. They normally are more clinical. They build slowly. I get that. It's nice and smooth up and down the field. But normally they're more clinical in front of goal. We haven't seen that, and it's really surprised me. Next one up. Panama taking on El Salvador. I'm thinking Panama's got a win here. And Panama's fighting for 4th or 3rd. So if Panama can get a win in Honduras, and then per se get a win in El Salvador, Panama could be right in the mix of things for challenging for 2nd or 3rd. It can happen real fast. But if Panama continues to up and down it, then they'll take 3 points out of this phase, and they won't be troubling anybody but for anything but 4th. On the day, Panama, El Salvador, I think Panama should win this one, but don't rule out El Salvador. And finally, Canada taking on Mexico, again in that freezing cold bowl in Edmonton. And we need fans. Edmonton, are you going to push us 40,000 fans? Is it going to be 20,000 fans? Are you even going to make 15,000 fans? Whatever you make, you've got to be loud and proud. I know this much. There will be a Hispanic contingent at that game. I can guarantee you. I know for fact. It's whether you're going to be louder than them or they are louder than you. This is not exactly guaranteed to be a home game for Canada, because there's a lot of people that will be looking to support Costa Rica and to support Mexico as well. So, Canada, Edmontonians, you are on the line. You've got to come out for this game. You've got to be there for your country. You've got to be like singing loud. So grab a friend, grab 2 tickets, get in the nosebleeds, have some fun, and basically support Canada. And you really haven't got nothing going on right now in Edmonton, so come on. Get outside, grab a few tickets, take your friends, take a whole soccer team, coaches, take the whole soccer team, get them in there. Hey, you league organisations, Edmonton Miners Soccer, Edmonton District, why don't you get your teams tickets to the games? I'm not a salesman, but get your team's ticket to the games and sign yourselves up for that game. You've got about 16 days to get there. That's enough time. That fills the building. The idea, what I've just given you, would fill that building 40,000 at least. Go do it. And the press in Edmonton, are you advertising the game? Or people in Edmonton, are they advertising the game at all? Do you see any billboards? Do you see any banners? Do you see any buses with the lines on it? We're saying the games dates and who's playing, yada yada. Do you see any signs around Commonwealth Stadium? Let me know. Email Steve at theultimatesoccershow.com. Steve at theultimatesoccershow.com. Let me know if you see anything. I'd love to know. Anyway, guys, that's all we've got time for right now. In the next video, it's going to be a pre-game for Costa Rica, thereafter a post-game. Then we're going to do a pre-game Mexico, and thereafter a post-game. It's all Canadian right now. Move as we go forward. But stay tuned. We've got more coming, and more things are happening all the time. And above all, I'm still buzzing from the last game, and I'm still buzzing to get to the next game. And guys, I've got to tell you, I absolutely love this qualification, what we're in. I'm loving being in third. I'm anticipating things going well. But always remember, it's game by game, and we can't be complacent. We're Canadian. We do things in a very different way in this country, but we can't be complacent, and we're not going to get arrogant. But we've got to have some image, and we've got to have some bravado about us. So it's time to start snapping out of the box, pretending to be nice Canadians. We've got to be ruthless when we're on the field. Not nasty, ruthless. Whether that's in the challenge or tapping the ball in the goal. A throw-in or a free kick, doesn't matter. We've got to become ruthless. Okay, guys, I'll be talking to you for the Costa Rica pre-game very soon. Have a great day. Love to all. Thanks to the subscribers. And again, we are in this. We are in this. And we are one. One is all we are. Thanks, guys.
This is Ultimate Soccer with Soccer Steve.